would like to take this time to welcome you to the channel, Intellectual Farmer, where we'll be planting seeds of information. What you do with the information will be up to you. All topics will be race neutral. My goals with this channel is to actually create a place where we can actually discuss all the different things that's happening in the world that actually affect us all the different rules, all the different ideologies, all the different mind control methods they use to program us all. So with your help, I hope to make this a pretty lively channel so we can have robust conversations. So thanks for watching, and again, welcome. Well, with that being said, let's get right to it. Let's talk about how they actually use TV shows, advertisements, on either on the billboards and magazines, commercials to program our mind, to tell us what to think, how we should feel. They even use celebrities' deaths to capitalize on the capital. So it's always about capital, and of course, they're gonna use gossip again, just to keep us constantly focused on stuff that really is trivial, inconsequential in the grand scheme of life. But that's how they keep us always focused on nonsense. Keep going. Of course, they're gonna sell sex. You use sex to sell hamburgers, house, cars, anything. Sex sells. I mean, that's a reality. So that's what we always see it. But like I said, the brainwashing is so easily done. It's painless, and many of us don't even feel it when it happens. You can't even tell when it happens because it's just so seamless. It's part of your everyday life. You see it so frequently that it becomes normal. That for us, it will be abnormal not to see it. So sometimes that's why some of us walk around with these earbuds in our ear all the time. So we got to be fully distracted because we we've become accustomed to being distracted all the time. But they had a case not too long ago where they actually made it. They're trying to actually prohibit catching rainwater. And this guy right here actually says, this article says, who owns the rain? Hey, it's not always the homeowner, which is really strange because humans have been capturing rain from the dawn of time. But for some strange reason, man, not God or anybody up there, man has passed a law saying you cannot do it. So this man gets prison sentence for collecting rainwater on his own property. He was sentenced to 30 days in prison for catching rainwater on his own property. I think man has gone, well, I know man has gone too far in his ideologies and his concept. I mean, it just seems to be no end to what men will do. Now, we also had to talk about agriculture, field and so forth, but agriculture is one of the biggest waste industries it has in this country. It's very inefficient, especially when it comes to water. And water is the most precious commodity that we have, and I'm going to discuss that more on in the video. But it's amazing how no one really talks about the waste. It has better farming methods out there, but we're still using these huge tracts of land to plant, and you don't need to do that anymore. That's an old concept. We need to upgrade along with the times. Well, I recommend this movie called Cowspiracy. If you have access to Netflix, you can see it on there. I think it's on YouTube. I'm not 100% sure, but I saw it on Netflix, and it's a very, very good documentary where they talk about the global warming and how cows, the methane gas from the cows, actually contribute to global warming, and no one really talks about it because the cattle people have very, very deep pockets. As Oprah Winfrey found out back in the 90s when she actually said something about the beef company that actually took her to actually court. So she found out the hard way that the cattle people have very, very deep pockets. But I would really suggest you to look at that movie if you haven't seen it already. Check it out. If you have access to Netflix, like I said, it might be on YouTube, but you should check it out. You will learn something, I guarantee it. But this is the same case I was talking about earlier with a gentleman who actually spent 30 days in prison here. So if you want to read the article, it's right there. And also, it's really amazing how man is putting so much controls and so much restrictions on himself when it doesn't have to be this way. The people that run this insane asylum have gone completely mad. They seem to know no ends to their madness. And it's really affecting all of us. So it's high time we start focusing and see how we can combat some of their craziness and crazy ideologies that they keep imposing on us, taking away our rights and the small your liberties. Some people might call them privileges, but whatever you want to call them, they're taking that away from us also. And the next big thing is going to be a water war, which some of you might already know about that, where it actually have some states right now actually fighting over water rights. You know, it says water wars. U.S. states fight over Rio Grande River. And this is the big thing that's going to happen. Like I said, it's already happening in many states already. Atlanta, I think Florida, and I think some other states also, they're fighting over water rights as well. So while they are focused, while they have us focusing on all type of inconsequential stuff, they focusing on big issues like water. Another, we have Alabama, Georgia, and Florida fighting over water. So it never ceases to amaze me how they have us conditioned in their mind to want gold, diamonds, you know, platinum, cars, iPhones, etc., etc. But yet, someone who's starving in the desert or something, they don't ask for gold, they don't ask for diamonds, they ask for water, and then food. But yet, water is so cheap, and those trinkets that we lust after, those diamonds, those gold that's priced so high. It's amazing how they actually condition our minds to actually look at it that way. No other species on the planet is conditioned that way, but besides man. So sometimes our intelligence can be our curse as well, because we learn how to actually advertise straight past our consciousness straight to the unconscious mind, and that creates a problem. Like I said, what they're doing. They're very, very clever. They're very smart. Very smart. They hire the best and the brightest people to push their agenda. And like I said, the brainwashing and the propaganda is done effortlessly. You never feel it. And like I said, some of us can never even see it. Here we have Nestle continues stealing world's water during a drought. So even a drought, they're still trying to steal water. I guess that's when it'll be the most precious, right? Yes, Nestle, the same little chocolate company that gets most of its chocolate from outside of, actually in Africa, by the way. But again, this water crisis that we're going through, it's a serious issue. And the media really wouldn't highlight it that much, but it's a serious, serious problem. The world's fresh water. That's why they're trying to find ways to desalinate the water, because they realize it's going to be a problem. Like I said, they have many sectors in these so-called societies, these so-called first world, that actually waste a lot of the water, the precious commodity. Once again, what we're doing is stealing water and land out of Africa. So if you don't have any land and you don't have any water, what's going to happen? The answer is simple: the people will die. And I know nobody can think that's a good idea, to steal water and the land from the people. Like I said, the people that run this insane asylum have gone completely mad. They have lacked any type of morals and conscience. And it's on record that many of them think we are useless eaters. So they are playing God. So they can decide in their sick, twisted mind who lives and who should die. And they also can decide what type of food you should consume. And they've rated many raw foods and organic food places before. 2010, 2011, and I think 2012. But like I said, they have no limits to the madness. Like I said, they even rated this the Amish farm was targeted by the FDA to shut down the raw milk business. You ever hear more crap? I mean, when will enough be enough? At what point will we say, you know what, that's enough now? You guys are really overstepping your bounds. to the point they want to control what you consume. I thought you had a right to consume what you want to consume, but it's amazing how they can shut that down. But you can still consume alcohol. You can still buy cigarettes. I mean, like I said, this society is totally upside down and backwards. All of these so-called civilized societies. But soon they're making where you can't even capture your seeds now, because big companies like Monsanto, they're actually patenting food. Yeah, they're patenting the seeds. Diabolically clever. These guys are very smart. I would never say they're stupid. They are highly intelligent because they have a team of people that work for them. But I had a lot of people talking about vegan and vegetarian and so forth, and that's a good thing. But let me ask you a question. When I ask them the same question, do you know where your food is coming from? Do you have access to a farm? Do you have your own farm? Because if you don't know where your food is coming from, you're eating vegan now, or you're eating vegetarian, it really doesn't make much difference if you're consuming GMO foods. Yeah, you might be eating a little bit healthier than the rest of us, but you're still consuming GMO foods. And I know for a fact in America, I am actually consuming GMO foods. There's no doubt in my mind. I can guarantee you right now inside my house I have GMO foods. Why? Because nothing is labeled in America. They're fighting tooth and nail to make sure there's no labels on the food. So I know for a fact I am consuming GMO foods. But big companies like Monsanto, it's not science fiction anymore. Monsanto seeks to control world's food. So some people think it's a game or it was a conspiracy. Well, thank you for watching, and you guys have a good day. Yeah, give thanks, brethren, for watching the video, alright? Until next video, I'll talk to y'all again later.